Go. Let's go.
Hello everybody, it's Quan and I'm back with a video, and I just wanted to talk about the recent advertisements made by Nintendo. Now, it seems that Nintendo's putting a better effort into their marketing and putting more emphasis on the Wii U. Even one of the third-party companies that have dealings with them, Ubisoft, is starting to put more emphasis on the Wii U with the Just Dance 2014 being showcased on the Wii U in particular. But there's something that bothers me. I remember saying not that long ago that it would be good if Nintendo had advertised more on sports entertainment and sports in general to kind of broaden, their scope, their target audience. But if you're going to go into these particular areas looking for a demographic only of the family man, the family woman, and whatever, I can't help but shake my head. Your average person that watches professional wrestling tends not to be children, to the degree that you would have as far as affording tickets, etc. and whatnot. Most of the people that you see watching professional wrestling tends to be about high school to college age. Maybe some people that are older that are, nostalgic. Okay? A lot of the older people who remember the bygone days of the Hulk Hogan's and Andre the Giants and Killer Bees, with B. Brian Blair and Jumping Jim Brunzell and or whoever. Anywho, if you were to hit the last demographic that I just mentioned, the fans of the Hogans and the Killer Bees and etc. and whatnot, target that demographic without having them say things like, and I quote, "I've been upgraded." Pew! Really? That was terrible. I mean, it was embarrassing almost to watch this commercial, but then again, I understand what you're trying to do. Trying to kill two birds with one stone, Nintendo, and appeal to two demographics, adults and children, by going after the parents with their kids. But I got news for you. A lot of times you're not going to see many parents sit down there and watch professional wrestling with their children as much as you would see a whole bunch of teenagers sitting around watching professional wrestling, or college age kids watching professional wrestling, or even a bunch of adults hanging around watching it together. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted parent-children activities and stuff like that and focusing on that demographic and making commercials targeted at that audience, I would choose things like SpongeBob, because you got parents occasionally watching their little cartoons with their kids, or Bratz, or whatever the stuff the kids watch nowadays, or Dora the Explorer, you name it. Okay? But as far as sports entertainment, you're missing an opportunity to target an older audience. Sizzle reels of games that are coming, dealing with things like Star Fox if it's coming, let me see, the F-Zero if it's coming, which I suspect is what's going to happen to Shinyin's racing game is going to be converted. It would make perfect sense to convert that sucker to F-Zero, but I digress. I mean, if you take a look at, let me see, the Mario Kart, Smash Bros. Put a sizzle reel of that. Put some Bayonetta up there. Put some Fire Emblem cross Shin Megami Tensei. Shin Megami Tensei, cross Fire Emblem, I forgot which order they had them to in, but still, that game. I mean, things like that. Making a sizzle reel as, they could come closer and closer to being released so you could build anticipation of these titles, It's cool, we got Mario coming out here on, in about 2 days. We got Zelda coming out in 2 days. We got Mario Party coming out in 2 days. That's cool. I'm all for that. Okay, but what I'm saying is you want to build up anticipation, let people know that after this game is released, that's not all there is. A lot of people that you see, your average consumer, I don't mean your enthusiast gamer, your average consumer doesn't really look on the internet as much to find games in advance. They usually tend to run into them in commercials and whatever on TV. That's the time when you should strike. I've seen a lot of in advance commercials of the competition when they sat up there and put out their games. They put at least about 2 to 3 months to build anticipation. You know what I'm saying? As far as like Microsoft and Sony, a lot of times they do that with their games. They'll show some commercials months in advance. And I think Nintendo, you need to do that as well. It's fine that you have your Nintendo Directs. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm a big fan of them. Matter of fact, I even think that a Nintendo Direct-like presentation should be made by Sony and Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's going to piss off a lot of, news hounds and whatever. But, I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, the bottom line is this is for the consumer, not for the guy with the pen and paper sitting up here trying to get their latest scoop. You know? And the thing is, all that aside, it'd be nice if you tried to sit up here and look for your audience instead of make them find you. Okay? And like I said, it's not sitting up here and griping Nintendo. You do what you do best and you target families. That's good. But that's not your only audience, in my opinion. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe somebody in the boardroom thinks differently than I do. After all, you're the ones who see what happens at the end of the day with, with the checks and the balances and what makes that 14 bill you guys have. Not me. Not Joe Schmo over here, Quan Manchu sitting over here in his house. I don't know jack about that. All I do know is this. If you're going to reach me with a commercial, you're certainly not going to have me say that I've been upgraded. Pew! Really? You guys could come up with so much better. Okay? But oh well. At least you're trying. That much, we got to give you an A for effort, but a C for execution. Alright? Well, anyway, to everybody who views my channel, what do you guys think of Nintendo's marketing efforts as of late? Would you say they're a C, as I put it? That they have room for improvement, but they're not totally disastrous, Or do you think that they're doing a-okay job, perfect? You know what I'm saying? Is there anything you would like to see in a commercial? Something that would grab your attention that's within reason? Type it down below. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Do what you got to do. Just don't start drama on this channel and we're going to get along fine. And as I always say, whatever's clever.